Field in Detroit. It's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Breida on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He sets the fire and got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle. and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Grant Delpit just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Monk is a very, very fickle man.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 from the 20. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
3rd down.
Here's Tua. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Grant Delpit picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Tua going to hand this here to Breida. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He is good. Makes the score Dolphins 3. Lions.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
3-yard line.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Byron Jones brought him down. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 3, Lions 0.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They fake the give. Newton. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
His throw here's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 2 now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
13 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Ooh, he's running, he's running.
And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the final return for the Detroit touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Lions will take over. Kenny Golladay and the Lions set to go to work again. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them, no matter how many people are put in his direction. It just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. The throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Complete.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up
our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Hey, you're stuck with me in this booth. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Agnew now to return. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They got 29 yards that time. Well, big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Newton. They'll get this one to Golladay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll roll him out right. Oh, scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Antonio Callaway in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try to think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Dolphins 3.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. And they start the second half with Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
At the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
On the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. That's caught inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Johnson
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
again on the play. It's now third down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Intended for.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Is good.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 20.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. Nice little juke. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
But they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach in this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run with a former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 50.
From the 50, Newton. Rolling to his right. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Newton. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go to Johnson again. Johnson on punt 3. Football's held. This is picked up by the Dolphins. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue. until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they don't.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton when the deficit is already there. But like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's tackled at
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Now, they want to show them to the challenge.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To Mike Gesicki.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Parker. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. They're trying. And into the end zone. A scooping score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And his kick is right through. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions defense now back onto the field. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Guys, man, complete over the middle. That's Mullins. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit.
36. Dolphins 6.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26.
Carry on Johnson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
by Grady Jarrett.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And it is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
20.
They snap it to Newton. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Lions.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. Incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Another throw for Golladay. This one complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Off play action. Newton. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit